Howdy doody. Tonight we are finishing building the literally coolest 3-inch drone in existence. I firmly believe that 3-inch is kind of a gimmick almost. It's not really, I don't know, it doesn't hold up like some 5-inch quads. It doesn't have as much of a place in the world, and but I've been trying to come up with something fun, something that works really well, and the RunCam Swift or RunCam Split actually kind of gave me the opportunity to do that. This is the RunCam Split, and then this is the micro RunCam as well, and the reason I have two of them is because there's a little bit of delay, latency that comes out of the RunCam Split. So I figured let's do both cameras, and it doesn't really add much weight at all. And then this is literally just a HS1177 standoff there. Let's turn it around. That's just bent over, and then I zip tied and hot glued it to that, and it actually holds super well. I've flown this a decent amount and crashed it and all that kind of good stuff, and it's held up so far. But yeah, feel free to join in the chill session here we're gonna do, and please feel free to share this stream as you see fit, as well as hit the like button. I like to see those likes. What's poppin', peoples? That sounds bad for people. Do you guys fly black and white and DRL? No, it's pretty much in color. The little bit of DVR that they show, I think whatever system they have that records all the DVR records it in black and white for some reason. Think about doing one of those numbers. No, maybe not. Wait a sec, is that a Kratos? No, this is not a Kratos. This is the HiFi Multirotors Volcor. Yep, I've had mine for a couple weeks now. Been slowly getting it built up. I didn't build it sideways, I built it the right way. Adam built it sideways. So the reason that I'm working on it is because there was a VTX issue with this guy. I'm not really sure what the issue was, but it was kind of blacking in and out. So I decided to swap it out and see if that solves the problems. Actually, I kind of like that. It's going to break that, but it is also a 3-inch. Why didn't you choose a RunCam Micro? This is a RunCam Micro. See? What bats for this? I use Tattoo 850 Ma right here. And yeah, it's a gnarly prop bite for sure. Whole hand. It was because I was being stupid, so don't be stupid with your quads. Opinion on 4-inch. I don't know. It's even more of a... It doesn't have a place in the world, I don't think. I have yet to see a 4-inch go faster than a 5-inch on any track, small or large. I have no audio. Does anybody else have no audio? I do not usually use Tattoo for bats, no. I just happen to have the right size. Stupid, confusing volume knobs. Yeah, I remember my first telephone. Man, I can't make this fit. Guess that'll have to do. What kind of 4S battery do you recommend for the Riot 250R Pro? Probably some 1550 mAh 4-cell. Pulse are great. Warning, I'm sponsored by Pulse. What's the story on the cuts? I'm not going to go into it. It's embarrassing. Race an F1 car next time with the 4-inch. Oh yeah, the 4-inch will absolutely beat the Formula 1. But ready to rip in Kalamazoo. Yeah, absolutely. Can't wait. Alright, let me see if I got an angle adapter. That would probably keep that safer. And then just break it off with the angle adapter. If it does break. I mean, it's a little 3-inch, so it's nice and light. No! Do I really not have a right angle? It's kind of one. I never have what I need when I need it. I guess we could just do a whip. Oh yeah, that gives me an idea. Is there going to be a Maiden? Sure. Those are so that box of shit is all at least FPV shit, or so like it relates to video systems in some way or another. So it's not like totally random, but it's still a little random. Okay, so this is a little 5.8 thingy. If you break it, where? If you break it here, it just becomes this nice little right angle thing. And then you can also break it at the joint. But it doesn't pull out of the thing very easily, or at all. So you have to get rid of this metal thing, which technically is useful, but untechnically it doesn't really do much. Nah, I don't like that at all. Never mind on that one. Well, I guess I could just direct solder an antenna. Yeah, let's do that. Alright, this VTX is coming back off already. Good start. Start my soldering iron here while I'm thinking about it. What is this quad you're building? This is the HiFi Multi-Rotors Volcore. Okay, where did that antenna go that I was just holding? That's awesome. Did I throw it away already? Alright, whatever. Oh, no, here it is. It went back in the box, apparently. Okay, so back to this antenna. So I broke it at that joint. You cut it here, and then it will pull out this way, and now you have a nice little dipole antenna for free that comes with everything else. Is that a generic VTX? If so, do you fly the same during races? Yes, it's a generic VTX. No, I do not fly it during the races. I don't ever plan to fly this quad with other people. It's just kind of my mess around once in a while. So if you then take it and flay out these wires here, you can kind of get it to eventually all kind of bunch up. So that's going to be our ground when we attach it to the VTX. Let's see if we can see that. And then if you just oh shoot. As I was going to say, very carefully Alright, I'm going to try this again. Give myself a little bit more to work with. There we go. It's always doing something you know better to do. Better than to do, probably. Yeah. There we go. Okay, so you can see that the antenna, the actual cable in the middle, that's the positive, and then the outside is the negative, which is the shielding that goes around the antenna. So just try to keep those separate. And then when you grab your soldering iron, oops. Can I zoom? Oh, I can. Oh, look at that. This YouTube mobile stream is pretty cool. So you just tin this side. And then tin the positive part. Alright, now we got a dipole antenna ready to go on. Set that to the side. Now, getting this thing off is a pain in the butt. First off, get pliers, otherwise you will quickly burn your hand. Where's my pliers? And then just kind of get a nice grip on it. Or, well, be ready to get a nice grip on it. What kind of solder do you use? 6040 lead tin. Just add a bunch of solder in there. And then add a bunch right on the SMA. And all we're going to do is heat up the SMA thing so that it starts melting the solder on the rest of the thing. And eventually it'll just come right off. You can see it all starting to melt. Boop. Comes right off. And it's still very hot, so be careful with that. Okay, so you just want to make sure that all your traces are clean and that you didn't bridge anything. And then I like to flow some back in there just to make sure that these connections are all solid. This toasts the VTX. It does if you do it wrong. I have a TS100. I've done a video on a TS100. This is just my workstation one. Alright, and then I'm going to actually put the antenna on... I guess I'll put it this way. Okay, so that's the positive, which is usually easier to start with. And then here's the ground. What temperature for the iron? Set 450 C right now, which I think is a lie. I've actually started my TS100 on my workbench. Yeah, it's so nice. When I was soldering in my receiver for Riot, I let my iron rest on one of the screw holes. Oh boy. You go beast. Will do. Okay. So, that's a little dipole antenna. And it will just kind of hang off the back there like that. That will be good. I mean, I don't like bipoles. If anybody was in FPV chat earlier today, they know that I was raging on them, but alright. Wow, we've got 70 people in here. That's awesome. Are you gonna waterproof this quad? No. I never waterproof quads. Too lazy. Motors are you running? For this 3-inch, I've got the Brother Hobby 1407, like the only viable 3-inch motors currently. Hopefully T-Motor will get on the bandwagon at some point. Also nice hot glue hack. I think I learned that from, believe it or not, Casey Neistat. I think that was where I first saw it. I think he uses a heat gun to do hot glue. I liked your interview in the DRL where you showed you flying from the Lazy Boy. Yeah, it's true. I mean, like, literally, I'm gonna try to pan this camera here. How do I do this? Alright, I'll just do this. So you see the Lazy Boy there, and then you can see the gates out the window. Like, that is totally true. Okay, how do I... what the heck? Okay. Then... I want a little mounting tape. Where's my knife? Who is your favorite opponent in DRL? Jaws. I get to race with him all the time at home. So it's fun to race him for real. For keeps. Tattoo 1800 or 1300 milliamp. No, Tattoo 850 milliamp 4-cell is the battery that I'll be using on this. Did you get the mini Cerebrus flying? I did, but I took it apart to build this quad. Because there's no way I would have two full 3-inch powertrains sitting around. Mini Cerebrus any good? Yeah, I liked it a lot actually. It's a really solid little 3-inch frame. I feel like it would end up being it's a bit heavy on the heavy side, which is okay. There's nothing wrong with that, but just something to be aware of. There we go. It's a little better than before, yeah. Let's see if we get some video from it. Powered on, that's good. You can hear the run cam split starting up. That's what that beeping was. That's not the right channel. There we go. This is really hard. Might just give up on this. Anyway, trust me that we have video. I know this is a heavy question, but how close were you to JC? I actually never met JC, which is kind of a disappointment based on how everybody was talking about him. So that's kind of sad. But yeah, I mean, big supporters of the community, mean a lot to me as an individual. So it sucks to have lost someone that means that to everyone. But yeah, I didn't ever know him, so I didn't feel like I could really speak much for on his behalf. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but that's kind of how I look at it. Okay. Shall we go do a Maiden? I won't be able to show you FPV, but I'll at least be able to bring it down and let's just check it out. But yeah, I'm super pumped about this little guy. What I hope is that I can kind of do fun things with it that I would never be able to do with a 5-inch. Like, fly through insane gaps and make it look like I was flying a 4-inch quad or something like that. Those sorts of things. That's where I think that this will come to play. Alright, let me turn this back up a little bit. Fly from your Lazy Boy. I want to go outside. I don't like Maidening quads from the Lazy Boy. I only fly ones that I know will work really well. Just helps me be more safe about it. Nice shot of my junk. Oh, I should probably put back props on. Ah. And that was the day he broke his phone. Why do you run 2 CP antennas on your goggles? Just because I don't need a directional on, and I didn't want to have one not have an antenna on it. So, again, laziness. This will just be a second. Okay. Strap this on. Okay. I mean, I feel like it's pretty good for a phone. Like, I went back and watched a couple of the other mini streams that I did, and they looked pretty good. Hope your Maiden goes well. No magic smoke, please. Yeah, you never know. This isn't... Alright, here we go, FPV. Working great! Okay, geese, jeez. Look at those things out there. There's so many of them. They seriously drive me crazy. Like, our bedroom window is like right there. So like we can't sleep with the window open for that reason. Kira! Kira! Get the ducks! Go get those geese! Go scare them with the drone. They don't care anymore. Honestly, I have buzzed them. They just don't give a crap. Little baby ducks. Alright. I might lose you again for a second. I'm gonna walk around the house. The Wi-Fi gets a little spotty. Come on. Kira! Come on! Duck party behind Nurk's house. Yeah, serious. Is there any guys like named like Duck FPV or something like that? Oh, of course the door's locked. We're going around the other side. My neighbors must think I'm an idiot. walking around basically with a selfie stick with my phone. Get out of the way, idiot. All right, back out. Okay, we're back in the house. Well, Wi-Fi should be great. All right, let's, if anybody's interested, I'm gonna pull the footage off of the run cam and let you guys check that out real quick if you want. I'll just point my camera at the screen and stuff. Stupid drones in my chair. I missed the flight. Why weren't you watching? Okay, so the run cam split has the USB port. That's how I have it powered. I think you can feed it like 4.8 volts or something like that, but feeding it 5 did not get it to show what it was supposed to be. This is the HiFi Multi-Rotors Volcore. But all I have to do now is plug USB straight into the run cam, and I can read the files right off of it, which is pretty sweet. So I just plugged in the USB into the run cam board in there, which is the exact same board as is in the run cam 3. I look like one of those paintings of saints with the star burst over their head. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go look up like The Last Supper. And that's pretty funny. Okay, so now if I'll just point you at the computer here for a second. Go. Got a bit of a glare problem today. I don't usually use the computer at this time, so video, and then if I scroll down here, this is the flight that we had just a minute ago. Don't forget about David and Tanya's wedding. Yeah, that was I was doing some video for it. So this is the footage. Gosh dang. I'm trying to like get in the way of the sun here. I'll make this a little smaller. So this is right off of the run cam. Actually, it looks pretty good on the computer. I'm sure it looks like crap on the screen, but you know, it's pretty cool. The little 3-inch quad with nothing else on it. No GoPro hanging off the top like a weirdo. It's just got a micro cam. It's pretty cool. So I mean, it's not the best in the world, but for in that little package, yeah, absolutely, I'd take that any day. So I can do some really crazy indoor flights and stuff. Or I was thinking about using it for a shoot this weekend where I have some really small gaps I could shoot. Now, is this the DVR or what we would consider the HD? Like, this is 1080p coming off of the 1080p at 60 frames per second coming off of the run cam. I don't know why it stopped recording there. Does the FPV look as good while flying? No, obviously not. I think that this style of camera will be sorry, one second. This style of cam. I don't think this style of cam will come into play DRL, because they don't care about weight. As long as everybody's flying the same, it just doesn't matter. Let's see. Have you seen the katana frame that UAV Futures reviewed? No, I don't think I have. I live 20 minutes from Bath. Yeah, go fly. It was awesome. Which 3-inch? Hyphy Volcore. Right. Well, that's about all I really had today for you. I knew I needed to finish this thing up. Figured you guys might be interested to check it out. I did a whole rotor builds post on it, so if you go find, I think I'm still Boba Fett on rotor builds, but if you go find Boba Fett on rotor builds, you'll be able to see this little guy, the Hyphy Volcore, in all its glory. It's actually pretty ugly right now, the way I have it built up, but you know what? Doesn't matter when you're in the goggles. I'm interested in an RC split with Cerebrus Mini. Well, I need a 36. It needs to be 36 by 36. Did you go bumper front instead of crab style? I put the bumper in the front. Just because it's awesome. It looks like a little, like, speed bike. Something like that. Oh, why? I don't know. Just, it seemed like it would protect more things and be cooler. What colors do you fly on the Riot? I think it's just like rainbow. It's like Gay Pride Riot 250R. You want me to send you a link to the Indianapolis Indoor FB page? Yes. You're running Betaflight on that, right? I have a KISS CC and it's a royal pain to tune. I can't help you with KISS, sorry. You have a most excellent rest of the day, sir. See you in the future. See ya. What do you think about radio link transmitters? I think you should get a Futaba. That's upside down. That's backwards. What? Good night. Anyway. Alright, sounds like there will be quite a few guys coming to fly with you next week in Kalamazoo. Awesome. Alright, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna fly this a little bit more, get some footage uploaded to Facebook, and we'll check you out later. Stay flying.